And now it's time for question number 2. Who is that? So noisy. Okay. Alright, go back on the bed. Don't open up. So for the setting spray, I have chosen from L'Oreal the Infallible Pro Spray and Set Makeup Expert. Okay.
Girls, we run this mother. Girls, we run this mother.
Hello, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. If it is your first time here, thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. So today I am using and reviewing Drugstore makeup for the Complexion that I have heard a lot about. So these products are supposedly the best affordable makeup products that you can find for your complexion in drugstores like Watson's or whatever drugstore you have in whatever country you are. And if you're in the Philippines, you can find them also at SM department store. As I said, I've heard a lot about these products. I've heard them from bloggers. I've seen them review these products and sing praises about these products. And I've had a couple of my followers as well ask me to review these specific products. And for this video, I have a special giveaway. So for the giveaway, I am giving away the foundation and the setting spray that I am using in this video. So watch the video to see what those are. And what you have to do is answer 4 questions that I am going to be asking at random times throughout this video and email me the answers. Here's my email address. Email me the email answers. Do not type them in the comment section down below, otherwise you will be disqualified. And I will be choosing the winner, one winner to receive these 2 products. Before I begin, I just want to apologize if my voice is a little bit hoarse or if my energy is a little bit low and I'm not as perky as usual. It's because I'm not feeling very well. I have a sore throat, but I'm gonna try my best to be as perky as I normally am. And let's begin. Okay, so the first product that I'm gonna try is the foundation, and it is from Maybelline. I've been hearing about this online from bloggers, and my own followers have been asking me to test out the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour full coverage foundation. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try on one half of my face with a brush and the other half of my face with a sponge, so I can recommend like which tool is best to use with this foundation. So the shade that I got is in warm nude. They only have a few shades to choose from. I think warm nude shade would be good for like a slightly olive tone like myself. The foundation is supposed to be full coverage. It's oil free and it's supposed to absorb any excess sebum and oil, and it's supposed to give you like really long lasting finish. Okay, so I'm gonna try this half of the face with my 102 Zoeva foundation brush, and I've applied a couple of pumps to my hand. I'm just gonna get that. I don't think it's gonna be enough, but we'll see. Okay, I've had to apply more pumps. So guys, if you know me well, you know that I like really good coverage to cover up the pigmentation that I have and all of the uneven skin tone that I have. I am very well versed with full coverage foundations. I've tried a lot. So I think I would be able to expertly tell you if this does give full coverage or not. So far, I think y'all can see that it does really give very full coverage. You have to note though that I did apply 2 layers to get this kind of coverage. Okay, that's half of my face done. You see the difference. Do you think the warm nude shade goes well with my skin? I think so, because it seems to blend right into my neck. So it seems fine, the color. The finish is matte, so I can clearly see that there is no shine at all coming from my face. And let's go into the other half with a sponge. So I'm using a wet beauty blender, and I'm gonna apply some of the product onto the beauty blender. And we're gonna be able to see if it's better applied with a brush or with a damp sponge. Applying it with the sponge is faster, requires less work. When I applied it with a brush, you didn't see how many times I had to keep applying. But with a sponge, it's a lot quicker, a lot easier. Okay, so I think I am liking it better using a damp sponge because there's more radiance. It's full coverage still, but there's more radiance. Where I applied it with a brush, it looks kind of dull or flat or maybe just too matte. You will see though that there's a lot more coverage here. Okay, so my verdict is that yes, I do like this foundation. It does give you really good full coverage, although it does look much better when applied with a wet sponge. When you apply it with a brush, it seems too flat or too matte and you can look a little bit dull. So I would recommend using it with a damp sponge. Coverage is good. When applied with a wet sponge, the finish is good. Now the question is if it is going to last, because it does market itself as a 24-hour foundation. The question is, will it crack? Will it cake? I am going to church early in the morning, and then I have an event in the late afternoon. So I'm going to wear it the whole day, and I'm going to insert a video clip into this video to let you know what happened during the day with this foundation on my face. Okay, it's quiz question number 1. For question number 1, you need to go to my YouTube video entitled All Matte Makeup Tutorial and tell me or give me 3 products that I use in this makeup tutorial. That is quiz question number 1. Okay, next, I have heard so much about this concealer. It is supposed to be really good, and it's supposed to be a dupe of my favorite Tarte Shape Tape. It is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser for Dark Circle. I am trying this on for the very first time with you guys. It is brand new. In fact, it's still sealed. Ah! Oh God. How do you open this? Honestly, I'm not really sure how to use this. It has like a foam applicator. Maybe you just like press. Let's try. Okay, that didn't work. How do you use this? Ladies and gentlemen, help. You are supposed to twist, because I can hear that. Twist, 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 twist. Where's the product? Twist, twist, twist. Struggle po tayo, struggle. Hasan po ang produkto. Alright, it's coming out, ladies and gentlemen. It is coming out. I can see it. Twist some more, ladies and gentlemen. Twist some more. Finally, finally. It has happened to me. My son is laughing at me. Okay, let's do this. By the way, the color that I got is medium, 130, medium. And I suppose you can blend that with your finger, but I want to be more hygienic, so I am blending that with the same damp beauty blender that I used for my foundation. Okay, well, it is really quite covering. Very good coverage, I must say. So if you're looking for an affordable concealer that gives you really good coverage and that you can buy in Watson's or anywhere else there's a Maybelline, I think this may be the concealer for you. Yeah, no doubt the coverage is really good. Now the question will be if it's gonna cake or crease underneath my eyes. I can already see a little bit of caking. Just like where I have very, very fine lines here, that it's caking a little bit. So if you have a lot of fine lines under your eyes, then it may not be for you. The texture for me could be a little bit creamier. I like my under eye concealers to be a little bit more creamier or more watery, just because like if the formula is dry, then there's more tendency to cake or to crease. But it does really have good coverage, and if you don't have any fine lines under your eyes, then it shouldn't be any issue. I am going to set my foundation and my concealer with a translucent powder from this drugstore brand called Australis. I don't know if it's pronounced Australis or Australis. I think it's Australis. Sounds better. So this is the Pressed Ready Set Go finishing powder, which is a fine translucent pressed finishing powder that quickly sets makeup for all day. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about this brand. Obviously it's from Australia. At one point in time, they were really, really famous for their pressed banana powder, which instantly brightened up like dark circles or redness on the face. It was very popular among YouTubers, bloggers. It's a drugstore brand, so you're gonna find it in your Watson's. Previously, when it wasn't in Watson's and I used to make frequent business trips to Australia, my daughter made me buy this brand for her many, many times. So I'm gonna use a big fluffy brush to pick up some of that translucent powder. You'll see me using a lot of translucent powder. I love using translucent powder because it's just so thin. There's hardly any texture, so you don't have to worry about adding additional texture to your foundation. And also there's no color, so it's completely translucent and super light and easy. I'm gonna sweep that on my face. And you will see it adds just a touch of matte-ness. So the translucent powder is fine. You guys should totally go try other products from Australis. They're quite good quality for the price that you pay. I know my face is looking a little bit white right now. That's what translucent powder does. It makes you look white temporarily. After it has mixed with the natural oils of my face, it's gonna look fine. Okay, time for quiz question number 2. For this question, you're gonna have to watch my YouTube video with the title, My Holy Grails of Makeup. And the question is, what is my holy grail blush? Blush, B-L-U-S-H. That's the question. Okay, so I've gone off camera, put on my brows, put on a little bit of eye makeup, some lashes, and my lips. If you want to see like how I did this, you can go to my IGTV channel. I've got a shortcut of this whole makeup look on there. But moving on, I'm gonna complete this look by doing some highlight, contouring blush, and some setting spray, all of which come from the drugstore. So for my highlighting and contour, I am going to use this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette, which I have been seeing everywhere for a long time already. This is super affordable and it's got your 2-in-1 already in there, so it should be really easy and accessible for you. The shade that I got is called Dulce de Leche. Get some of that contouring product. Okay, the fallout is real, guys. Okay, so for those of you who haven't watched any of my makeup tutorials yet, you will know that I like to contour my face by applying the contour product slightly above the hollow of my cheekbone. So right here, by the top of the ear, going down to the side of my mouth. If you're a medium skin tone like me, I think this is the perfect shade for you. This is really quite easy to blend. It's going on quite well. Hey, I think I really like this product. And it was so cheap. Like maybe the only thing is that when you pick up the product, like so much powder falls off. But you know, for such an affordable price, you can't expect perfection. But it applies really well. The pigments are really good. And it's a perfect shade for me. Now let's try the highlighting color. This is a matte highlight, okay? It's not a shimmery one. And I think that's great for daytime. And also like if you don't want to look so extra, but you want some highlight, then go ahead and use a matte highlighter. So I'm gonna highlight here. Gonna highlight here. Right here. Tip of my nose. Maybe a little bit on my chin. And that should be enough. So it's just a little bit messy to use, but otherwise, gosh, this is a steal. Okay, this is really worth your bucks. Okay, next up, we're gonna light up that face with some blush from the drugstore. I have heard a lot about Rimmel. I've seen it a lot online and in person in the drugstores, but it is the first time ever that I'm gonna try anything from Rimmel London. This is their Maxi Blush in the color called Wild Card. So it's a nice pinky peach color, and what I immediately noticed is that the pan is so huge. So basically you're gonna be using this for 3 years because it's so huge and there's just a lot of product inside. So let's see how it performs. As always, I apply the blush to the apple of my cheek and blend up. It's a nice color. I think it blends okay. Maybe it's not so pigmented. The pigments are very soft. So if you like a very soft color for your blush, this would do for you. Most of all, I'm loving the color. Really looks good on my skin, brightens my skin. It's warm, but it's bright. I'm just not so sure if it's gonna last the whole day since the pigments aren't so intense to begin with. But I mean, it's okay. You see the color is very pretty. So if you want a really affordable blush from the drugstore that is going to last you 3 to 5 years because it is so large, then you should totally try out the Maxi Blush from Rimmel London. And you're gonna love this shade if you have the same shade like the skin tone as I do. It's 003 Wild Card. And I'm about done with my makeup. I am now gonna set this whole baby up with my setting spray. Okay, so for my setting spray, I have chosen the Infallible Pro Spray and Set Makeup Extender Setting Spray from L'Oreal. So if you know your drugstore makeup well, you know that L'Oreal has a whole line of infallible products. They've got the foundation, the concealer, the powder. Oh, they don't have concealer, just the foundation and the powder and this setting spray. And it is supposed to like really make your makeup last the whole day. It's oil-free. It comes in a 100 ml bottle. And I'm gonna try that out for you right now. Okay, doesn't smell so bad. Wait. Let me apply some more on the sides. Yes, so that kind of blurred my eyesight. Okay, so when you spray that on, it's gonna give you a touch of radiance. And what I'm gonna do is, remember tomorrow I'm gonna be up the whole day, so I'm gonna apply the exact same products on my face, and I'm gonna insert a little clip here to tell you how the foundation, the concealer, and the setting spray did throughout the day. But first, let me ask you quiz question number 3. And the question is, what is my fun Filipino word of the day in my YouTube video called 5-Minute Makeup Challenge? And that is it, guys. That is my whole makeup look for you using only drugstore makeup that I've heard a lot about, but have tried for the very first time today with you.
Hey guys, just to give you an update that when I wore the foundation, the concealer, and the setting spray for the whole day, morning until night, it performed quite well. It didn't cake, it didn't crack, and my makeup did last very long, looking fresh. So thumbs up on the longevity.
And now it is time for my fun Filipino word of the day. So, my fun Filipino word of the day is taray. Taray means snob. It can also translate to the English word haughty. And you can use it in another way as well, like when you are especially impressed with something, you can say that, "Ooh, ang taray mo na," or "ang taray." So remember, if you're impressed with something, if you find something particularly fabulous, you can say, "ang taray." Yeah, but it also is a word that you can describe someone. If you think that she's a snob or something, you can say that she is mataray. And that's the fun Filipino word of the day, taray. And my shout out today goes to one of my followers, subscribers from Indonesia, Miss Renita Pratama, who suggested I should put subtitles in English so that my Indonesian followers, subscribers can understand more. I'm sorry if I use some Filipino words when I speak, but at least you get to learn some Filipino, right? Thanks, Renita, for following me and subscribing to my channel. Thanks for your support. If you want a shout out, make sure to like this video, leave a comment below, and be active on my Instagram as well. And before I go, let me bring you quiz question number 4, the last question. And my last question is, what is the eyeshadow palette and the lipstick that I used in my video, full makeup using only budget-friendly products? Okay guys, that's it. I love you very much. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.